to the divisional round of the NFL playoffs, and it's brought to you by EA Sports. It's the 49ers and the Bucs, and it comes your way next.
Playoff football has come to the west coast of Florida, and we're at Raymond James Stadium here in Tampa. Coming up, an important divisional round matchup in the NFC between the San Francisco 49ers and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Hello, everyone. As the postseason continues here on EA Sports, we're pleased to bring it to you. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And who has the edge here? You got one side that had some extra rest, but another comes in off a win last week in the wild card round.
And it's funny, depending on which team you are, you say that that's an advantage. You'll take the rest, you'll take the week off, get your guys healed up a little bit and ready to go. But that team that's coming in off of a win last week, they're really excited to keep playing. They feel like they are hot and ready to go.
The first of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend of the NFL is underway. Taken in at the 3. And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line. Always fun to get a peek at Tom Brady as he gets in place to command this offense for Tampa Bay.
And he and his team, they were the beneficiaries of a first-round bye earned by a tremendous regular season. He'd been a little bit nicked up so he could use the rest, and I'm sure his teammates felt the exact same way. But now it'll be interesting to watch their first few drives in this one, because sometimes getting the rest is great, but sometimes you accumulate a little bit of rust as well. Maybe they come out flat, and they can't afford that in the postseason.
And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll run it again with Fournette. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Here's Brady. He's going to drop this one down to Bernard. Will go down as a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
His first reception of the divisional round matchup, and it's good for a first down as well.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
And he's got the hook up here. It's Kyle Rudolph. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
On first down, Brady. And this one hauled in by Rudolph. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. To throw again on 2nd down. Brady. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. They go back to the ground now with Fournette. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script, you go through your play calling, you go through all this.
Godwin's got it. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A 15-yard touchdown play. And the Buccaneers are on the board first here in this division round matchup. So they take the opening kickoff and drive it all the way down the field.
And that's the last thing you want defensively. On the road, in the playoffs, and now you're down a touchdown right away.
Ryan Suckup on for the point after. And that one gives the Bucs a 7-0 lead. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it's Chris Godwin who finishes things off with a touchdown reception. Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. The 49er offense about to go to work, and it's Jimmy Garoppolo, Charles, at quarterback.
All in all, he was pretty solid in the victory in the wild card round and threw a couple of touchdowns. And when it comes to quarterback play, you'd always love spectacular. But in the playoffs, you'll take solid. And that's exactly what they're looking for from him again in this contest.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Stop for the loss by Devin White.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Here's Garoppolo to throw. That's over the middle and caught by Ayuk. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown in the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up. Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. On 2nd down, here's Mitchell. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 13 yards there and a Niner first. Well, that is a running back who is not about to go down easily. He fought his way through the contact until the seas opened up for him. Jet sweep. Garoppolo taps it forward. And he is going to lose yardage here. Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
No catches for him in the wild card win last week, but he's got a first quarter grab here. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation. And right side, they're going to go option here. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal. So that was all you're looking for on a play like that. Get the first down and keep the drive moving.
Yeah, it just looked to me like he just said to himself, I've got this. I'll take it. I'll pick it up, and let's keep moving. Get the first down, get a new set, and let's start over.
It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Mitchell. will get into the end zone for a 49er touchdown. So they brought the extra bulk in down on the 1-yard line, and they're able to push this one across.
Yeah, I can just see your face right now because I know we're mind melding on this one. Coach Madden would love this. Power football, hat on a hat, chest to chest, driving forward, touchdown.
Robbie Gould on for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So that one a long 11-play drive, and it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Tom Brady leads the offense out for their next possession. Last series, the ball never hit the ground. 6 of 6, touchdown pass, so whatever he did then, do it again, right?
Yeah, it reminds me a lot of when I watch the best quarterbacks throw 7-on-7 or even routes versus air. They're accurate, the receivers catch it, the ball never touches the ground. Or if you want to take it to basketball, a well-executed fast break, right? Pass, 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 finish at the rim, basket. Yeah, the ball never hits the ground there either.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Throwing on first down is Brady. Over the middle here to Rudolph. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Every now and then I can speak from experience because I do know as a defender it is awfully hard to stay with your man on these crossing routes because even if you don't get picked, there's a danger of being picked either by one of their receivers or maybe by your own defender. And on that play, that worked quite well.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. They'll run it here with Bernard. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
That was a good run, and it got to the 2nd level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle. And oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Up the gut, Fournette. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 2 now from the 3. Again, it's Fournette. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. So 3rd and inches, and this will be the 9th play of the drive. Now Bernard. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Giovanni Bernard punching it in from a yard away. And the Buccaneers have taken the lead. On 3rd down and short and everything well executed, he not only gets the first down, Charles, he gets the touchdown as well.
And you see the defense commit to the run so often in these situations. There's always that little bit of hesitancy, isn't there, partner? Thinking that they may play action you. They took advantage of that hesitancy and found their way into the end zone with a running play.
Brady's going to look to throw. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion. This one's caught. And it stretches their lead up to 8. Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. And the 49ers getting set to trot out there. And for them, maybe a little carryover from last week's game. They got the win on the road in the wild card round, on the road here again in the divisional round, but they're hanging tough.
Hey, cue a little music, right? Well, on the road again. I mean, this has been kind of the mantra they're under right now, and they can't change it. The season dictated what would happen with them, right? They had to go on the road for the first round for the playoffs. They're on the road again, and sometimes teams get really comfortable with that. Not only the idea of going on the road and shocking the world, But just, hey, it's just us. We don't have to worry about outside distractions. It's just us. Let's go play.
Becomes that us. Touchdown, 49ers. Elijah Mitchell with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the 49ers have come back to make it a 2-point game. So 2 touchdowns for him on the ground in his first half, and that one a thing of beauty.
And just like his last touchdown run, we saw him be patient. How about his vision where he's able to identify where the opening was? And then how about the escort right down the field all the way to the end zone from his blockers?
A little surprising they wouldn't go for 2, but this is up and good. And this is now a 1-point game. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Leonard Fournette and the rest of the Bucs offense set to take over once more. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. We remind you coming up at halftime. Charles, you want a way to enhance your Saturday?
I do.
I know you do. I've got the thing just for you. It's the coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando to take us through the weekend in the NFL. Now a dump off here complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Brady now on first down. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to throw here. They'll swing this out to Fournette. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
The defense was ready for the back to leak out and even had a second player waiting to double him up. If you're going to commit to doubling a back, you better prevent a completion, but give him credit. Extra determination, extra effort, turn it into a successful play.
27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Another try after the first down sack. Brady, that is caught. It's Chris Godwin. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. Brady's throw on 3rd down there is incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell us end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC Divisional Round matchup. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. This the first of 4 Divisional Round matchups coming up this weekend. We'll get back out to you guys in just a moment. But first, let's take a look ahead to tomorrow's other Divisional Round game in the NFC. And it looks like we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Green Bay Packers squaring off against the Los Angeles Rams. We continue on with a check of the next-gen stats in that first half for the Niners, and they were able to have a little bit of success on the ground. The question will be, will they stick with it, or will they be throwing more to try and regain this lead? Meanwhile, for the Bucs, we take a look there at the numbers for them running the football in that first half. Both these teams, no doubt, making their final adjustments as we speak. Which of these two teams is going to advance to the NFC title game next Sunday? To find out, let's get you back to Brandon Gaudin.
Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. And Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
Throwing is Garoppolo on third down. And that almost intercepted. Oh, they would have loved to have their first pick of the game right there, but at least it does get them to fourth down. Here comes the 49ers punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And Brady and the Buccaneers here, 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. And he'll begin with a give to Fournette to start the drive. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. 76 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. They keep it with Fournette on first down. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Now Brady. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. Touchdown. Julio Jones. 42 yards. And they are able to add on to their advantage. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way to the end zone for the touchdown.
Extra point put through by Succa, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Scoring summary, 3-play drive, and it culminates in a Julio Jones touchdown. Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. San Francisco set to go on offense once more. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Now on 2nd and 13, Garoppolo. This one caught by Kittle. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down. Straight ahead, it's Sermon. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Meanwhile, Garoppolo's throw here pulled in by Hilton. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 43. Garoppolo looks to throw. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down. 2nd and 10 here as we sit in the third quarter of this divisional round matchup. Up the middle, here's Sermon. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Vita Vea in there to drop it for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to fourth down. He was still looking through his progressions and going through his receiver options, and while he was doing that, the defense got to him quickly in the pocket.
And it was a great example of zone coverage. Well executed, well coordinated. All the receivers were covered, and he couldn't evade the rush back in the pocket.
Here comes the 49ers punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On play action, it's Brady. Rolling to his right. Looking for Godwin, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, third quarter, but that not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
Sermon now on 1st and 10. On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
Now a play fake. Garoppolo under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The safety Antoine Winfield got in there that time. Oh, free safety blitz, that can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he'd better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
And right side, they're going to go option here. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a third down. Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so he didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now Garoppolo. Flush to his right. Going for Hilton, and it's intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And the Bucs are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. They exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball, and that one was picked off.
Brady going to bring the Bucs up with a 1st and 10 right at the 30. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. This is the National Football League on EA. Back now in Tampa. It's the Bucs. They've got the football. They also are in front here on the scoreboard as we start the fourth. On 2nd and 9, Brady over the middle. He finds Godwin complete. So the completion good for 6 yards. And now we've got a 3rd down and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette.
And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. 89 yards rushing for him now in the ball game as he is trying to will his guys to the championship round next weekend.
Fournette, a 1st down carry. The former 1st-round pick, Eric Armstead, the one who got in there to make that play.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense. I think in the future, if you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double-team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have.
And the ball is knocked out. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And some space here. And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings this one all the way back down inside the 10-yard line.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the 4th. The 49er offense now making their way out onto the field.
And this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. You're trailing here in the 4th quarter, the divisional round. They need to come up with something as they get this drive started.
Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. And right side, they're going to go option here. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
To throw, it's Garoppolo. Looking middle, and that's complete. A 4-yard pickup, not enough. 4th down.
Completed pass brings up a 4th down situation. Do you play analytics on this one? Well, what do your analytics tell you about going for it here? I wonder what they would say.
They tell me you're down by this margin, 4th quarter. You're going. The kick by Gold is good, and that'll make this an 8-point game.
So kind of disappointing there. I mean, yes, they get the 3, but with starting field position like that, 3's not what you're banking on.
No, and you just have to wonder if you can afford to let chances like that continue to pass you by. You've got to find ways to get the ball into the end zone and put 6s on the scoreboard.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
Now the Buccaneer offense gets set to take over. And this one not officially in the bag, but it's looking more and more like you and I are going to be in these same seats next week for a game to go to the Super Bowl.
Man, it's contrary to our meeting with the visitors, wasn't it? Remember when we went over to their hotel before the game, and one of the themes they kept hitting us with was, let's put the pressure on the #1 seed and see if they can handle it. Let's do that. Well, they're the #1 seed for a reason. Best team all year long. They're showing it again in this game.
Fournette once more on 2nd down. And he'll push forward to the 37, gain of 2.
The Bucs on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Here's Brady to throw.
Martin brings it in over the middle. And he is going to have a Bucs 1st down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2.
Now a carry for Bernard. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Brady.
Crossing route, and he hits his man. It's Jones.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back.
Now, this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Inside handoff now to Fournette. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. They'll run. This is Bernard. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. A handoff to Fournette. They find some open field here. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll run it again with Fournette. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. On 2nd down, here's Fournette. Oh, and fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. 134 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
This defense needs a big play in the worst way because so far they're not putting up much of a fight. If they don't get a stop here soon, this game could be over for them.
So a good run by Fournette. Now another 1st and 10. Now a handoff running through the middle. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
Well, the week off hasn't hurt him one bit. 1,000-yard rush in the regular season. Got his first touchdown here in the playoffs. Perhaps the week off energized him.
A great article in the paper this morning basically saying that they would not have won the division without him. And he's not their only piece, but I think that's a fair statement.
It's easy to say it this way. He's their main guy.
Extra point try now for Saka. And the lead is up to 15 now. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And the man who finished it off with a run into the end zone, Leonard Fournette. Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Garoppolo and the Niners now down by 15. 25 seconds remaining. It's certainly a tough situation on the road, needing 2 scores to stay alive in the playoffs as they come up 1st and 10. Garoppolo now, 1st down throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Jamel Dean. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. They go down to a knee, and with that, they're off to the NFC title game. Brady will take a knee here, and that should just about do it. And they're moving on to the conference championship. How about this?
What a tremendous feeling to get to the game that can get you to the Super Bowl. A fantastic season. Unfortunately for the other team, a tough way for it to end.